Good afternoon friends and welcome back to the channel. How are you all today? It's 5:30 on Friday for me. I think you might be seeing this on Saturday because I think the bread one went out today. Let me know how you get on with that bread if you try it. So today we're just going to make some very simple buns, and I'm just going to replace some of the self-raising flour with some hot chocolate powder or cocoa powder if you have that, just to make them like a chocolatey flavoured bun. But they're very plain, very simple. They are from the Bero books. I don't know if you can still get these through the Bero flour. Sometimes I think they have offers on if you look at the packets of Bero flour in the supermarkets, and I think you can buy these through the flour. This is how I got mine. You used to be able to just send a small amount of money to cover for the postage, I think, or you used to probably order them online now, won't you? This one that I have, I've had for a lot of years. This is the 39th edition, and this is £30 odd on Amazon. I've just been looking up for one of these on Amazon, £32 I think it was. I think I paid 99p for this. I've got my mum's and my grandma's. Goodness knows what they're worth. These are, I've got my grandma's, which is the 10th edition. I'd faint if I knew what the first edition were worth. That's my grandma's, and that's my mum's. Now my grandma's was, I mean, they started these in the, was it 1923, printing them. This is the 10th edition, and as you can see it's falling apart, but it's been very well loved as that book. And this edition is the 26th edition. So that's my grandma's. Oh, cover's falling off. That's my grandma's Bero. That was my mum's Bero. And this is my Bero. So we need to get a more modern one for my daughters, and then we've got the four generations then, haven't we? So this is just from the Bero book. And I'm not sure, I've just shut the page now, haven't I? I think I've taken it from mine. Yes, I have. Now these are in ounces still. And how long have we been changed to grams over here in the UK? Anyway, I'll convert it to grams for you. There are grams written down at the side of this as well. So I've used 75 grams of self-rising flour and 25 grams of cocoa powder. Put it through a sieve just to make up the 100 grams of flour there. If you're doing it in ounces, you do 3 ounces of flour, 1 ounce of cocoa powder, then 100 grams of caster sugar and 100 grams of margarine, and 2 medium-sized eggs. Now, if you're going to cream this by hand, you want to put it in a bowl that's warm, not hot, to help soften the butter. But obviously, I'm going to use my mixer because I'm of the thinking of why have a dog and bite yourself. So I'll pop this in the mixer. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to cream the butter and the caster sugar together. I'm using this attachment on my mixer today, and you've been so used to me just using my door hook all the time, haven't you? If you're wondering why I take my glasses on and off all the time, is because I only need reading glasses. So when I start looking at a distance in them, I start feeling a bit dizzy. So we're just going to cream that together. And I'll be back in a moment. So friends, I've just brought you a little bit closer so you can see now that this has been creamed together. It's a nice little like light buttercream texture now. So that's been creamed together nicely. So all I'm going to do I've lost my little whisk. Everything's going missing today. I've not been able to find my cupcake tray, so I've had to get these out and put them on a flat tray. And I just haven't been able to find all sorts of things today. I've not been able to find my plastic sieve that I like to use for when I'm baking. Let's use my metal one. Just can't find anything today. Anyway, not to worry. So these 2 eggs have just had a light whisking. There we go. And I'm just going to put a little bit in at a time, not too much. And then, where's my scoops? I'm just going to use a scoop to pop in a little bit of flour and sugar at the same time as well. Now, if you want to make these just plain, you can just put 100 grams of self-raising flour in. You don't need to mix it with cocoa powder. But I just thought we'd have a chocolatey flavour in these little buns this weekend. Now the difference between making buns and muffins is you mix all of the dry ingredients together and all of the wet ingredients together, and then mix them, in separate bowls, and then you mix them all together. With these buns, you cream the sugar and the butter or margarine together first, and then just a little bit at a time, just gradually, you'll add the flour and the eggs. So I'll be back once all that's incorporated. There we go. All mixed in nicely together. Absolutely delicious. So what I will do now, if you want, at this point, you can add some chocolate chips in. You could just fold some chocolate chips in now at this point, if you wanted to. Which will be absolutely fabulous. I will just clean as much of this off as I can, so we really don't want any waste. And now I know it can be very controversial at this point to be licking the spoon because of the raw eggs. I know some will and some won't. I shall leave that decision entirely up to you, friends. But that is an absolutely gorgeous mixture. So, what are you guys up to this weekend? Are you doing anything nice? I know a lot of people will be watching the coronation this weekend. Poor man away. So I'm just going to put about half a pack in, because I'll probably be making some more of these next week, and there's no need to put too many in, I don't think. I know you can see you can't have too much chocolate, but that being said, there's nowhere near enough in there. There we go. Just a few more. See, I couldn't get over the price of those Bero books on Amazon. I know you can get them cheaper on, what's it called? Places like eBay and World of Books and places like that. I'm sure you can get them cheaper than that. But goodness gracious, I couldn't get over the price of that on Amazon. £30 £32 the edition that I've got. Unbelievable. So what them older editions are worth, I will never know. So, now this is for the cake. So what I'm going to do, we're making buns, aren't we? I'm just going to now, if I can find my own screen spoon. Which I don't think I can. Oh, gosh. I've actually found something today. That's incredible. So all I'm going to do is scoop these, if it'll let me. I might just be easier using 2 spoons, what do you think? Because they can get quite messy, can't they? And sometimes it's easier just using 2 spoons. Yeah, it will be. Right, just let me leave that there. All I'm going to do now is scoop these in here, and I'll be back in a moment. Well friends, I got 10 after I'd scooped them all out to put them in the little cases. So I'm just going to get them out of the oven now and see if they're ready. They smell really nice. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. My oven gloves need washing, so I'm just struggling with a towel at the moment. I think I'm going to have to make myself some oven mitts. Right, let's take the camera down so you can have a look. Look at those little beauties. I'm going to test them. Oh yes. Oh yes, they're ready. Absolutely fabulous. Let's put that in the bin. So, how easy was that? We just did flour and what else did we do? Caster sugar, eggs and butter, and that was it. And my hair's a wreck again. You can't believe how many times I've combed my hair today. It looks shocking again. Oops, sorry about that, friends. Right, so 10 lovely chocolate buns, and it's 20 past 6 now, so it's going to be at least another 2 hours before I get to eat any tea tonight. Hubby will be late home again. So I might just, where these have cooled down a little bit, I might just treat myself to one of these with a cup of tea, just to put me on. So we have our evening meal later on tonight. It's been a strange day today. It's been windy and rainy, and it's been thundery, cloudy all day, cold. It's been very cold today, and I thought to myself, right, as soon as the weather's rubbish and cold and horrid, I'll get the oven cleaned today. Get that oven scrubbed out and cleaned out. It is a self-cleaning oven, but I've still got to scrub all the racks and the door and everything else and all the bits around it. So I got that done today. What bit at, do you know, as soon as I started, the sun came out. I thought, anyway, oven's clean, so that's all that matters, isn't it? I've got 10 beautiful chocolate buns there. Now you could just put them all in, all that mixture into just a cake tin and do it as a cake. I've done that before and it's worked out fine. I just didn't put the chocolate chips in, that's all. So all I added to that was about 50 grams of chocolate chips. You could put the whole packet in if you wanted. I don't like too many. Whereas my daughter, she will put the whole packet in because she loves a lot of chocolate chips in her buns, in her muffins. So I will pop the ingredients below, and the oven temperature in the time, it was 190 Celsius for 15 minutes. But I'll write it all down in the description box below, and it is from the Bero books. I think I used the sandwich cake recipe, and I think that sandwich cake recipe, the basic sandwich cake recipe, is in all of the Beros. The very first Bero that I've got there, the 10th edition of my grandma's, there's 2 different recipes for sandwich cakes. One is a foundation basic cake, which uses less ingredients. It's more of an economical cake. But I used the other one, which is the Victoria sandwich recipe, which is very easy. very simple and straightforward to do. As long as you remember just to cream the margarine and sugar together first and then gradually add the egg and the flour, you'll be fine. If you don't want to put chocolate in, you want it to be plain, to make butterfly cakes, you can just omit the chocolate powder and just use 100 grams of self-raising flour on its own. If you're needing to use plain flour, if you don't have self-raising, just add some baking powder to it and you should be fine. So that's today's little treat that I've made for the weekend. I don't think they'll last the weekend. I might have to make something else tomorrow or the day after, but I just fancied a sweet treat and it's weekend now, so why not? If you can't have a treat at the weekend, when can you? So I hope you're all feeling well. I hope everyone's doing really well out there. Please say hi, be sure to say hi, and let me know what you're up to this weekend. Let me know what treats you're making or where you're going and what you're up to, and I will speak to you very, very soon. But for now, take care, God bless, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.